I'm Dr. Alexis Abramson. I'm an international speaker, an on-air aging expert, and the author of many highly acclaimed books which address important issues that are related to aging. I'm a leading expert in the field of aging who has had the honor to be featured in many publications, including Time Magazine, Forbes, The Wall Street Journal, Entrepreneur, and People Magazine. I'm a passionate advocate for baby boomers, mature adults, and caregivers, and I work closely with them to empower them to make their senior years a joyous and productive time.
My grandmother passed away this year, and when she would tell me the story, she seemed to get vibrant, and it was almost like she got healthier every time she passed a story down. Have you seen that? Do you think there are health benefits to storytelling?
Oh, I think so.
Why did you feel it was so important to write a book like this?
You know, Joan, there are two reasons really. From a personal side, I was a caregiver for 10 years for my grandmother, and from a professional side, as a gerontologist and someone who's passionate about caregivers, I felt like we have a caregiving crisis that's coming. There are currently 44 million caregivers. This house is much more accessible and much more user-friendly. Now that might have looked like a normal front walkway to some of you, but the reality is there's a slight slope, which is great if you're in a wheelchair or walker or might have balance problems. The beautiful thing is it doesn't stand out, and when you drive up from the front, you see stairs, so it looks like any other house. What you say is so important, to plan ahead, but also plan ahead for your emotions, because we don't really think about the fact that we're switching places. We are going to be the parent in this relationship, and that it is going to have an emotional toll. Where seniors can look at different syllabuses, for instance, if they're experts in math, and they can chime in and find a pal that's a young adult and help them.
Like a homework pal.
Exactly.
That's a great idea.
Dr. Alexis Abramson stopped by to talk to Irv, who says marijuana is his medical salvation.
I've got all these tumors. They grow outwardly.
Can I feel it?
Sure. Pure bone. Pure bone. That one doesn't hurt at all.
So you refer to medical marijuana as your medicine?
Because it is. Without it, I wouldn't be here today.
You can't eliminate all disagreements and uncomfortable situations with your parents, but you can often resolve conflicts and make your relationships run more smoothly, if you just know how. These 10 tips will help you avoid butting heads with your aging loved ones. First, start early. Plan ahead. Be proactive. Don't wait till a crisis hits. There are 6 million grandparents that are living in a family where they're raising grandchildren. 2.4 million are actually the primary caregiver for a grandchild. And so with that, there's a real wave that's starting to happen. This is just not a homogenous group. I've been in the business for 20-something years as a gerontologist, and I cannot tell you how many times people have said to me, oh, I'm just going to market my product universally to the 50 plus. I'm going to put it all in one bucket. Either I don't have enough money to segment it, or whatever the case may be. You cannot do that. It's no secret that as we age, living alone can sometimes be a challenge. That's why I'm always on the lookout for new products to make your life at home a little bit easier, like the VTech Careline home telephone and personal communication system. As a gerontologist, I've worked with many mature adults who have experienced hearing loss. Good hearing is essential to living life to the fullest. Ignoring hearing loss on any level can unfortunately cause many hearing-related problems to worsen. Over 44 million Americans provide emotional, financial, and physical support for an aging loved one. I'm Dr. Alexis Abramson, and I'm a caregiver.